Might as well watch Pipkin Pippa, the Internet Troll Queen, by Fayola.
I'm an abusive lover, chat. I try to destroy what I love, and
It's uh, it's uh, it's a good start. I'm now starting to think about Pippa as a lover. All right. You know what? Might be down for that. Might be worth it.
I loved forums, and so I would go on there, and I would, I would just find ways to sabotage. I remember being a forum moderator.
Oh no.
And
she was a Janny.
Spoiler warning, we can read your messages to each other. I never did anything with the mountains of personal information that
I never did anything. That sounds like the words of somebody that definitely did do something.
I acquired from being a forum moderator. Like, thankfully I was a little bit out of my destructive phase by that point. People would like give out their home address. Like, oh, do you want to meet up? Here's my address. And it's like, I can read that. I know what your home address is now.
So I guess it probably depends on what kind of moderator she was, because I was a moderator for a forum before, and I couldn't access any DMs other than my own. So she might have not have been a moderator. She might have been an admin, or maybe she was just part of a forum that allowed mods to just read any old DMs.
Never stayed on any one forum for that long. I was a moderator for a game forum at one point, and I ended up narking on the developer to another developer. This game dev, she was such a bitch. She was such a bitch. So story time. I was a moderator for this game development, not game development forum, but a game forum. The game was in development, and we were all in a Skype group chat. The lead developer was constantly complaining about like how she couldn't work on the game because of this and that, and how her laptop was fried and blah 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 blah. And she was really upset that another developer of another game that ended up being a scam, she was really upset that that game developer ended up having a much more popular project. Basically, she would have her mod team, which I was a part of, try and sabotage this other developer. And so one of the ways that she wanted us to sabotage was to like go on to this other game's like fan Minecraft server and just fuck with it basically. And I was like, oh yeah, I am down. I am absolutely down to clown. Let me boot up Bratwurst.
Fucking women. Yes, the vindictive pettiness of not just women. Like, keep in mind, this isn't just regular women. This is internet women, right? Internet women have the power of anonymity by their side, man. That means they can do things as petty as they want with zero consequences.
Let's go. Let's go. So I spent a lot of time on that server just destroying shit, basically. Not like destroying people's builds, because there was like build protections and stuff, but I would use like X-ray hacks to just grab everything that was unclaimed. I would dig up all of the diamonds around spawn and everything. I would destroy all of like the dungeon resources and shit. And as I spent time on the server, I was like, wait a minute, these people are really nice. These people are really nice. I'm starting to feel a twinge of guilt. Huh. Weird. Well, how are things going in the Skype group chat? Oh, she's being a crazy again. She's complaining about how Pippa had a "am I the bad guy" moment. Yeah, she's complaining about how dumb it is that this other project is more popular than hers, and she works so much harder than everybody else, and she just had to duct tape her laptop because she had it on the dash while she was driving, and she had to hit the brakes or something, or she went around a corner, whatever the fuck, and the laptop slid off the dash and it broke, and now it's all duct taped and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I don't like you anymore. And so I compiled a document of everything that she had said. And
oh God. Pippa compiled a Google Doc before exposés were a thing? Pippa was a patient zero? Wow. You think you know somebody. You think you know somebody.
Every act of sabotage she had instructed us to do, and every bit of gossip and everything, and I compiled her like Google Docky, yeah, the Google Docky back before Google Dockies were really a thing.
Yep.
I like, she had a Tumblr blog where that was just dedicated to shitting on this other woman's project.
Oh my
I don't
God.
even remember if the other developer was a girl or not. Like, this bitch was crazy. This developer was crazy. I don't know if her game is still around. I remember it did have like active servers. It was
Tumblr mentioned.
People.
I mean, come on now. You think Pippa was never on Tumblr? Come on. Like, I know Pippa's based, but come on. Really? What's up, Sin? We're watching Pippa.
Could play on it, but I don't know what ended up really coming of it. But yeah, I compiled all of her shit and I sent it to the other developer, and the other developer was just like, wow, oh my God.
I would die for that laugh.
And then like a month later or something, the other developer, the one that I had narked on, she was like, why did you tell on me? And I just ignored her.
Which is what you do. You ignore people. Pretty sure Pippa's head would split open into a chain chomp jaw and bite your hand off if you tried head patting. I don't know, man. I know Pippa's pretty chaotic, but I mean, at her core, she's still a fine young lady who has feelings just like all of us.
Ignored her. I just ditched all of my accounts related to the game stuff, and I just dipped. I don't think that developer.
That does remind me, though. I did used to have when I was in high school. I had a friend. Feelings like hunger. Yeah, I had a female friend who was a very, very small lady. She was like 5'2" or something, right? And she was goth. Never forget her. She was one of my favorite people. She was a little goth chick. She was one of those kind of girls where if you tried to like pat her head or something, she would like like try and bite you. It was funny. It was funny because it's like, oh, you're so tiny. You think you're people, like something like that.
Or that I narked to ever ended up exposing her or anything, which I'm kind of surprised about, but I don't know. You would have fit right in on something awful? Maybe. I can't imagine paying for a forum, though. Atreides and Uno reverse on the gay ops? Love to see it. Hell yeah. I kind of miss gay ops. I kind of miss with forums and stuff. But also, like, the new culture of that would be, like Discord. Time to join Soyjack, bro. I would have loved that website when I was younger. I would have loved it. I used to raid Twitch streams back when it was Justin TV. People would.
Justin TV mentioned. Is Pippa older than I thought she was? Like, there ain't no way. Like, she's talking. Like, Justin TV was around when I was like a older teenager. So we might be closer in age than I think. Because, like, let's say she was a younger kid during the TV days. Let's say she was 14, right? If she was 14 then, and I was 19 then that would make Pippa 30. Holy shit. Pippa Hag confirmed? Pippa Hag confirmed?
Post like links to streams and stuff and be like, all right, this guy's retarded, let's get him. And I'd be like, yeah! And the goal was always to try and get people banned. The goal was always to try and get streamers banned. I think that's why I have such a higher tolerance for people trying to fuck with me than maybe the average streamer, because I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Like when you grow up on that era of the internet, like you're just kind of expected to have thicker skin about that kind of stuff. Like everybody has brainworms and shit, obviously, but like when somebody comes in and like somebody's on chat and says things like, "Oh, you're fucking cringe VTuber," I'm like, "Hell yeah, man!" You know, like who cares? Like who cares? Like I don't know you. Like I don't know you. Like I'll probably never see you again. Like what does it matter? Like what you say to me? Growing up in the Xbox 360 live chat, yeah, exactly. Because like that stuff. The stuff nowadays doesn't get to me. Like I used to be gotten to when I was younger about stuff like this, but like as an adult now, it's like I don't care. Like I care more about like what actual friends think about me. Like that's the kind of stuff that hurts. Like random people that just don't like me because they don't like me, or you know, random VTuber haters. Who cares? Like I don't. Who gives a fuck? Like they have no power. They have no power here. Like they can call me cringe as much as I want, as much as they want, and I will agree with them. It's like hell yeah, man, good job. Oh, a 35-year-old pretending to be an anime boy on the internet in hopes of one day being famous. You got me. You got me, man. Cringe as fuck.
I know that it's fun. I don't blame you. So you were the drama queen. Drama queen, no. I wanted to destroy stuff, not start drama. Drama stuff is like people running like the gossip blogs and stuff.
She was a foot soldier, man.
No. Forum arsonist. Yeah, troll queen. I definitely identified unironically as a troll back in the day. Spamming chats is a special kind of thrill. Oh yeah. Nowadays, I feel like the modern equivalent of this kind of thing is like Discord rating. I don't know. It's the Discord thing. It's not really my style because like with Discord, there's like the voice chat involved usually, and there's like you can't do like alt spamming. It's just not for me. Like one of the really simple ways back in the day, and there's too many tools to prevent trolling. Back in the day, like a really simple way to piss off forum admins would just be to spam make accounts with offensive names. 'Cause back in the day, like it would always say like who the most recent people to register on the site were. So I would just flood like the statistics board. Like there'd be like a little panel for statistics, and I would always just flood those. Most recent post, most recent sign up, most recent thread name, blah blah blah. Like I would flood them. How offensive are we talking about, Pippa? I would get canceled. I was young. I was very young. I'm not afraid to own it. All right. I was very young, and it was a different time. We just need to get more creative now. I don't know if I have the energy to get creative nowadays. I say as I'm about to draw horses in paint, man.
I swear she's talking like somebody who's my age. Like I don't have the energy to do that kind of thing anymore. Like that's not something somebody in her mid-20s would be saying. I don't know. I'm a little bit, maybe I'm a little too hung up on this, but I just imagined Pippa was like a Zoomer. So it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
They would get so mad. They would get so mad. Always the highlight of my day would be looking at the announcements and seeing some shit like the forum admin having like a mental breakdown, like, I just want you to know that my dad's cousin works for the FBI and we are going to find who is doing this. I have your IP address. We are going to find you. It gave a thrill like no other. My dad works at the FBI. Yeah, we're back tracing. There are so many buzzwords that have disappeared off of the internet. It would be like, I have backtraced your IP address. I'm going to find you. I have found the general area that you live in already. If
Good
you know
luck,
what's good for
nerd.
you,
I'm
you're gonna
behind 7
stop
proxies.
right now. And it would be in all capital letters. I'm behind 70 proxies. The cyber police. And then you'd see a bunch of idiots in response to the announcement, assuming that replies weren't locked. You would see idiots typing shit like, here's a link to the FBI tip page if anybody else wants to help report this. If anybody wants to help get this on the FBI's radar. Any little bit helps. Needless to say, I was never arrested. I don't think the FBI cares about people's forums getting spammed.
What's up, Call?
Screenshot! Never arrested yet.
Never arrested yet.
Anyways, let's draw some horses.
Let's draw some horses.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, she's a fucking gem, man. She's great. I'm actually all for gumming up the FBI's tip page with this BS. Fucking get some RIDA ops going. Waste the FBI's time, 2025.